I thank my mentor for giving me this opportunity to talk on his topic. So I'm definitely the wrong candidate here. So it's all about mentoring. And as I would like to highlight in my next slide, that I'm the Forever Fellow, and that explains the entire presentation. And the disclaimer is that the very fact that I'm speaking on this topic instead of my mentor partly explains the rest of my slides. And I have absolutely no financial interests, but I wish I did. And my mentor needs to give point to another thought. And just to say that this slide I must have presented like 2-3 times, and I hope I don't have common audience over there. So this is a small assessment that we had done at iFocus 2023, where a question was asked on the WhatsApp group that, would you like to pursue fellowship after postgrad? So the answer was 100% yes. And the next question that I asked was, who do you think makes the choice for selection, the mentor or the mentee? So 71% nearly said that it's a mentee who makes the choice. So great, let's see how that goes. So whenever somebody comes to us, they ask us questions that what should we do, where do we go about fellowship, they have general questions, and the questions that they ask commonly are when to apply for a fellowship. Like, of course, you're in the post-grad mode, you don't have an idea, you don't have guidance, so the next question they ask is which institute to go to. Like, which is the best institute, where do we get good cutting chances, where do we get good mentorship, or like, which exactly is the place ideal for me, and which specialty should I go to? These are the 3 questions that they'll end up asking. And which city should we go to? Because everybody wants to be in the central city, and everybody still wants to be in the correct institute, and they want a combination of all of these. But nobody ever asks the most important question, and that is which mentor should we go to? Because in today's world, it is extremely important, and I can bet on it that even our mentors would agree that even in the past time, it was important to know which mentor you go to. So the question arises is, who do you think makes the choice, the mentor or the mentee? The answer is definitely the mentor makes the choice, but who do you think makes the first choice? The first choice is by the mentee. Right, so putting these things together, I always tell the mentees per se that attend conferences and webinars, because that's exactly where you get to know what kind of vibe do you connect with, what kind of people do you link with, and who are the teachers that you're looking forward to be trained by. Be active and overcome inertia. Like when you go to conferences like this, you should be able to go up to your prospective mentor and be able to talk to them and communicate with them, show up the interest that, oh, this is what I'm looking forward to. And check out surgical videos, because that actually matters a lot of how your hand moves and how your mentors or future mentors' hand moves. You should be able to connect to that. And discuss with your professors, like, wherever you are, whichever institute you are in currently, they know it, they know best. They will be at least able to guide you. I mean, of course, you have to choose which person to go to for your question, but you should, because in my institute, they landed up helping me with all of these. And express your interest to your prospective mentor. Go ahead, meet in 1 or 2 conferences and tell them that I am looking forward to it. And I bet I must have bugged Dr. Honavar 5 to 6 times by knock, knock, sir, I would like to have come for the fellowship. And he said, you're in first year, why are you talking to me right now? And I just wanted to. So this is exactly what happened. So he told me in one of the conferences that you need to relax about your fellowship. In the December before the year that you're graduating, write to me and express your interest that you're really interested, because that's the way I will remember. I said, sure. So the 30th November is when I started writing my email, and this is exactly what popped up in my inbox when an editorial is when he wrote about mentoring is a serious business. And I could connect it, myself with that. And when I read through the paper, I could relate to it that yes, it is extremely important to have a connection with your mentor, because exactly whatever he wrote was exactly what the pointers that I was looking forward to. And these are the pointers that he highlighted as a mentor. Mentor motivates, empowers and encourages, nurtures self-confidence, and teaches by example, offers wise counsel, and raises the performance bar. These are the 6 characteristics that he highlighted in his paper, and this was my answer to him, and that is mentee is the ideal person who masters the art that is taught by the mentor and embraces the efforts and faith. You got to believe in what your mentor believes in you. It's very difficult, but yes, it's true. Never fail to observe. Even how their surgical hand moves in the OR, keep observing. Maybe, I used to stand right next to him in the OR and my hands would keep moving at the back because I had to kind of simulate what he is doing in the surgery. And be thankful and loyal. It's something that you should remember and you should never forget, because the time that they invest in you is very precious time from their side. And be eager to learn and evolve. You will realize that over the months you have changed. Over the months you have imbibed certain characteristics which nobody else can highlight but only you. Efficiency is always rewarded, even if you know it or not. It's actually true and you realize it later. Things to remember about your mentor: the mentor chooses you for a reason. Now that you have made a choice, it's their turn to make a choice. They know how to maintain your focus. They polish you effortlessly, and it is a lot of time spent on their part. They teach you and they hone you selflessly. They're not your competition. They're not looking for competition in you, and they're afraid of you not recognizing your own potential. And my mentor was definitely scared of that, but I'm also amazed at why does he think that I can do something. They bring out the best in you while you're not even realizing it, and they expect you to excel always. I think even when I'm like at the max of my age, he will still be expecting me to do the best in whatever I do. And things to remember: as a mentee, you should trust your mentor's instincts and be loyal. Observe very carefully. Be dedicated and disciplined. It's important to have your own time schedule. It's important to comply to your time schedule. Never get discouraged. Compete with self only. This is very, very important. It's all about one day at a time. You're your best competition. Whoever is doing whatever, it should not matter. People must be winning awards. People must not be winning awards. People must be excelling. They must be earning a lot. Who cares? It's all about what you can do, and you're an individual. Don't judge your mentor. It's not your place. They have enough of their own mentors to judge them. It's not your place to judge your mentor. Be creative and speak up, and remember the lessons always, and be generous to pass them on. If somebody has taught you something, it's duly your responsibility to go forward and teach it, because that makes the contribution higher. When you and your mentor come together, the contribution increases. And Nasser et al. Have highlighted very beautifully and neatly in their paper that a successful mentor has these combinations and the successful mentee has those combinations. So it's important to identify your mentor, have clear career goals, set expectations, you drive the relationship, and be productive. The first question that my mentor had asked me when I joined my fellowship was, what are your 10 goals? Write them down on the paper, and by the end of the fellowship, figure it out whether you achieved it or not. I did that. I don't think I achieved any, but my 10 pointers are still with me. Then you must remember your mentor's pattern, their comfort zone, their work, their patience, their staff, rules, principles, skills. They're all specific to your mentor. You have gone to a place to work. It's not about what you can do. It's about what they need to be done. That is something that a mentee really needs to remember. It's not, you're like an adult, you're already formed. When you go there, you might be having your own thought processes. None of it is relevant. What's important is what your mentor needs you to do and execute it the same way how it's to be done, even when you don't agree with it. And remember the phases of your mentor. I consider this as the funny part of the presentation, but it's important. I call it the phases of the mentor. It's important to recognize important to recognize these phases. This is the phase that my mentor has when he's teaching me. Like, he is absolutely focused and skilled, and I'm just wondering that what is coming up next. This is the part when he's making my, surgical moves more precise. This is the part when he knows I'm about to make a mistake, and now the mistake is done. And this is the part when he says, I told you so. You never listen to me. And this is, of course, the kickboxing that comes afterwards and goes on. And this is the part which is the most angry phase, which I have seen a lot. So I don't know about you and your mentors, but this is the part which is the most often seen by me. And this is the part which they are in their own peace mode, and you're not supposed to disturb them because every mentor needs that. I never understood that peace mode, and I would disturb him exactly like that. And this is the part which, when you have accomplished the goals that they had for you, that's the phase that this correlates with. And this is the inner peace mode they achieve when you get your goals set up according to them. And I've never seen that face, and I know for a fact that I've seen that face of his for the other fellows, because he actually believes that he is in inner peace mode when they achieved what they wanted to. And of course, you will get the extended world of your mentors, and I'm happy and proud to have all of these mentors in my life, and be thankful to your co-mentees. They play a very important role, and they teach you more than you can imagine, and sometimes even you become a mentor to some of them. It's funny, but it's true. So behind every great leader, at the base, every great tale of success, you will find an indispensable circle of trusted advisors, mentors, and colleagues. Close your eyes for a moment, which is the first person you think of who you can correlate with this particular presentation as your mentor. That's the right flavor of your mentor, your M&M. And as we are just highlighting the whole leadership concept in this particular session, it's important. The person that you just visualized, did that person set a vision for you? Did that person develop and inspire you? Did that person drive the zeal for innovation in you? Did they teach you to take risk based on your intuition? Did they set breakthrough objectives for you? If yes, then they have made a distinction between a manager and leader, and they have pushed you to the side of being a leader and a successful leader. But in the journey of being a leader, always remember the red flag signs. These are the signs where you know that you're going wrong as a mentor or as a leader, and that is lack of communication and limited engagement. If you think that that is happening, you're not leading well. If you have a dismissive attitude and negative feedback that you're getting, you need to change your ways in your leadership. No personalization and mismatched goals, you're not going to achieve good leadership that way. Unsupportive environment, not a good leader enough. Stagnant progress, you're not leading the path any which way. So what I would say is that embracing mentorship not only amplifies your leadership journey, but creates a lasting legacy through the ripple effect of empowering future leaders. So be great mentors, be great leaders, and I'm speaking on behalf of my mentor. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, Rolika. That was truly inspiring and very well made presentation. And I definitely agree with you. I think mentors are not just mentoring your career, but they steer your life. And I think the more the gratitude that you have in your mind towards your mentor cannot be explained. I think it's more of a lifetime. You would always remember your mentor, and I think each one of us have always had the greatest respect and the greatest gratitude towards our mentors. Thank you so much for a lovely presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rolika, didn't miss Santosh sir at all.
Huh?
Didn't miss Santosh sir at all.
Oh my God, no, not at all.
Yeah, beautifully articulated, beautifully presented.
Thank you,
and
sir.
mentorship prepares you to go out at the rough sea, fully prepared. The world is not an easy place to be in, and if you are prepared well by a mentor, you would certainly do well in any circumstances. So I think you've articulated it very well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.